We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. The Cubbies find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Patrick Corbin, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
All the way back from Tommy John surgery, this guy's a really good pitcher. There are a lot of teams in baseball that would love to have him in their rotation. Not an overpowering fastball, but a good one. 89 to 93 miles an hour. Slider, without a doubt, his best off-speed pitch. And if he's throwing strikes with that slider, look out. He can shut any team down.
So coming to the plate, Chris Bryant. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this 4-game weekend set. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
3-0 now.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
A 3-0. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Digging in, Javier Baez. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Eaton is there, and he has it for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Here's Jason Hayward now. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
And he pops it up. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Into the box now, Steven Souza. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Comes set and the 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Kipnis on second. Hayward is over at first with one away. Two and one now to Steven Souza.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So stepping in, Ian Happ. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Has a look, now the pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. Kendrick relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Jose Quintana gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in a ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit in the air to left field. Souza is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
Kipnis is right there to handle it, and there are 2 gone now. Juan Soto to the plate now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Second inning set to go. Now batting, David Bodie. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Pitch on the way.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strikes.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning, and it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in, Victor Caratini, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Stepping in, Jose Quintana. A fairly clear sacrifice situation here with 2 on and nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but 1 pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Squaring to bunt, but this is a foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Bunt sign still on with 2 strikes as he puts this one down. On to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are 2 gone.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up, and turn it into a double play.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, runner in scoring position with two gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs one more out.
The set and the 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Here's the 2-1. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
2-2. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
And he misses again, as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Pulled toward right center field. Eaton on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Eric Thames, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there, got him to hit it where he wanted to, put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Striding in now for the Nats, Howie Kendrick. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0 home. A bullet to first base, and they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power hitting first baseman Ryan Zimmerman.
Ball 1.
Fastball too high, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. He's around first, heading for 2, but that'll hit off the wall in left center.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Popped straight up. Quintana is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. One left for Washington. They still trail 1-0. Top of the third set to get underway. So in now for Chicago. Javier Baez hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ball one to start the at bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. Sixth home run on the season for him as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Three and 0 now.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Steven Souza Jr.
So one away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Back outside. That's ball two. I got 2-1 the count. Inside, ball one.
Ian Happ is on deck. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. One out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Fourth home run here in the early going, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Stepping in now, David Bodie.
For the Cubs,
As he'll take a look at ball one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
That's ball
No
two.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-1 to him now. And he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good,
Now
you have to
batting,
wonder if maybe
catcher,
it's personal. You
Victor
can't blame him for being
Caratini.
angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
At the plate, Victor Caratini. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Off the plate, ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Nationals nothing. Bottom of the 3rd now, set to get his evening at the plate started. Starlin Castro batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Hit back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
At the plate now, Patrick Corbin. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
The batter, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Here now is Trey Turner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there, strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play, and they are not gonna get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dealer. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
No balls and 1 strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Oh, and he misses it. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And standing in the outfielder, Juan Soto. He's set and the pitch.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
1-1 the count.
1-0.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The 2-1 home. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The right fielder, number 9, Eric.
So 2 on with 2 away. And in steps the lefty power threat, Eric Thames. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Hayward. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Cubs lead this one 3-1. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. In there, no balls and a strike. Takes this the other way to right, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Ready for another shot now. Javier Baez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Howie Kendrick, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And another foul ball. Now another 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And this is swung on and missed by Zimmerman as he set down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
To the plate now, Kurt Suzuki, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He popped out in his first trip. And he falls behind 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's Starlin Castro as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0. His fastball taken high for a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, and a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Another try at 2-2. Line towards center field. Happ is there. 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 46. That's red.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and that sends Patrick Corbin to the plate next. He's set. Here it comes. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he fouls this one off. Again, another foul ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nats leave a pair. They still trail it here 3-1. Ready for another chance? Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jason Hayward.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
So now to the plate, Steven Souza just gets a piece of it, strike 1. He went down on strikes last time up. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Souza, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Into the box now, Ian Happ. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in a game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 2.
One gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and the next at bat is speedy Adam Eaton. High in the air into shallow left center. Souza's after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
The left fielder, number 22.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto. Strike taken up in the zone.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Hayward looks up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Nats have cut it to 1. It's a 3-2 score.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box, Eric Thames. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Pulled toward right center field. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nats draw just a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now a 3-2 ball game. Austin Voth will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Digging in to try it again, David Bodie. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Voth, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick. If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Fouled off.
Come on, Nationals.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
I got to count 2-2.
And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And up next, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. from the stretch. And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. The throw pulls him off the bag.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
So a big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And that'll bring up Chris Bryant. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center after it is eaten. It's over his head and bounces over the wall. So 2 runs score, and they'll have 2 more runners in scoring position. Javier Baez will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First offering on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Roenis Elias takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Now pitching for Washington, number 55, Elias.
Standing in now, Jason Hayward, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Elias, a left-hander that stands 6 foot 1 inches tall. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Cubs lead it 6-2. Standing in, Howie Kendrick. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. On the move is Hayward, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Drilled down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
So digging in now, Kurt Suzuki. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. First pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, third baseman, Darling.
So here's Starlin Castro as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Ball 3 as the sinker misses just off the black that time.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
That's Drupal Cabrera. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Swing and a liner. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Tyler Olson trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Tyler Olson.
Stepping in now, Trey Turner. He grounds it sharply to third. Bryant is up with it, and how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 6 and the Nationals 3. Wander Suero is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. All set for the start of the inning. So striding forward now, Steven Souza. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Two and 1. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian.
Into the box now, Ian Happ. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting, the first baseman, David Bodie.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
And he lays off for ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
That's a strike. Ball, that now.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Up next for the Cubs.
Now in the box, Tyler Olson. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
The 1-2. He's running. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Cubbies are in front, 7-3. In now is Adam Eaton, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far on this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Here now is Juan Soto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
The right fielder, number 9, Eric.
To the plate now, Eric Thames, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Thames behind 1-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Breaking ball called, 3rd strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Nationals leave 1. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Daniel Hudson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 44, Daniel Hudson.
ready to begin the 8th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Set to deliver the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now to the plate, Jason Kipnis. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery. 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get fouled. 2-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Now the 2-1. Javier Baez is on deck. A runner at first with no outs here. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier.
Here's Javier Baez. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's hitless in 6 tries. First offering on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way off the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. First and second here with nobody out. And it's 1-2.
88 on a changeup. I remember when an 88 mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our two starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jason Hayward. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
The 1-1. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second, and a bobble out there by Kendrick. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Bases full now following the error, and next it'll be the outfielder Steven Souza. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Bases are loaded with only one out. That's inside. 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count. Not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch.
Oh, that's low.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Weak grounder down the line at third, and this is going to be a foul ball. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Striding in, Ian Happ. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5. Another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Come on down, Dave.
First pitch of the at-bat.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And there's ball 1. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. To second for 1. Relay to Zimmerman, the double play to end the inning. So it winds up being a run on no hits, and they leave 2 men on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cubs are on top 8-3. Jeremy Jeffress is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Chicago, number 24, Jeremy Jeffress.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ready now, Ryan Zimmerman. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Nico Horner is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 2, Nico Horner.
Albert Almora will also come in now as he takes over out in center.
Now playing center field, number 5, Albert Almora.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And this is swung on and missed by Zimmerman as he set down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So now to the plate, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Good man.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Hard hit at third. On to first, and Suzuki's retired. 2 away.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
At the plate, Starlin Castro. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Hunter Strickland will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Yan Gomes is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Settling in now, David Bodie. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Second home run early in the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
No hits to this point. Here's the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Turner gloves it. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Jeremy Jeffress.
Next for the Cubs, the pitcher, Jeremy Jeffress.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. In now, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Jason Kipnis. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. The 0-1 delivery. A runner on first with 2 away. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
In now, Nico Horner, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Horner is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a second-year big leaguer. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. They'll go the short way to Kendrick at second, and that'll be that. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. It's the Cubs 9 and the Nationals 3. Into the box now, Yan Gomes.
Leading off for Washington, the catcher, Yan.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the 1-0 is a heater in there for a strike. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. All even now, 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The payoff pitch one more time is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and now the Nationals are down to their final out here.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Nationals down to their final out now, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Eaton brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And there's ball 2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The count now at 2-2. Last strike now for the Nats. Here's a pop-up now. Bryant has room in foul territory, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them, so they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now, and they're making it look awfully easy too.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jose Quintana wins his 3rd of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs, 9 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 14 men on base. For the Nationals, 3 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jose Quintana. His record is now 3-0. The loss goes to Patrick Corbin. He falls to 1 and 2. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.